So recently, I have been asked numerous times in my comment section and on Twitter, Sav, do you think Madden 20 is going to be better than Madden 19? Today, I am here to give you my honest, from the heart answer. I have no idea. I usually get asked this question every single year once the release date for the new Madden drops. And this year, I have been asked it the most out of any year of my entire time doing YouTube. I think the big reason that I've been asked this question a lot is because of how poor Madden 19 really was in an all-around aspect. When people ask me, do you think Madden 20 is going to be better? I'm not keying in on one mode. I am keying in on the entire game, more or less focusing on how the game plays itself. For example, if we compare Madden 18 to Madden 19, we can probably all agree that the power-up system in Madden 19 was much better in Madden 18. Now, yes, I know training was involved in the Madden 19 power-up system, and I, as well as many others, hated training, but that does not take away how much easier and how much more efficient powering up players in Madden 19 was. If you look at it in that aspect, yes, Madden 19 was better in regards to powering up players than Madden 18, but does that mean Madden 19 was better than Madden 18? After playing both Madden 18 all year long and now Madden 19 all year long, I have come to the conclusion that yes, Madden 19 was an all-around better Madden than Madden 18 was. A big reason that I give the all-around W to Madden 19 is just because in Madden 18, 91 zone was super cheesy. At the end of the year, there was the rack swerve. Yes, I know Madden 19 has the high ball aggressive catches, but at least they are somewhat defendable. The rack swerve was legitimately a mechanic in the game that was unguardable. And of course, in Madden 18, the run game was the dumbest, most overpowered thing I have ever seen in my entire life. You could run pitch and dive willingly down the field, and you would completely dominate your opponent no matter what run fit your opponent on defense set up, and that was just super frustrating. So with that said, what does Madden 20 have to do to be better than Madden 19? I feel like Madden players each year have been buying the new Maddens with one real buying motive, and that is just hope. Every year, Madden players are just buying the new Madden, hoping that it's better than the last one. That is just really what Madden has become. We've all been just hoping the game's going to be better. And today, I'm just going to kind of exercise some thoughts as to what I think Madden 20 needs to hit on big time for it to be all around better than Madden 19. In order for Madden 20 to really take a big leap forward in regards to being better than Madden 19 and potentially being the best Madden we've seen in the past 5 years, it's going to need to hit on a lot of things. The biggest thing in the entire equation, though, is the gameplay. The gameplay itself can't be fluky. It really has to, in my opinion, resemble a real football experience. These past few years, yes, there has been metas in the game. Yes, as a top tier player, I do my best to use those metas and win games, and that is something that I've been really good at doing over my past 3 or 4 years on YouTube. Now, I know for a lot of people that isn't the most fun thing to watch, so if they can at least, for the love of everything, just make it possible that more than 2 or 3 offensive formations and 2 or 3 defensive formations are usable, that would just be so much better for the entire Madden community. Whether you're a casual or whether you're a player who likes to compete at a higher level, the ability to have multiple playbooks, multiple formations to choose from is huge. In my opinion, this year, if you weren't in New Orleans, Bucks, Saints, or West Coast offense, you weren't trying. And if you weren't running 3-3-5 normal at one point, or big nickel over G at one point, or 3-3-5 odd at one point, or even 3-4 odd at one point, you weren't really trying to win. That's just the facts, and I feel like if EA can make it so that there's more of a variety of stuff to run, it will make the game a lot better. And on top of that, making the gameplay itself feel like a true football game, not the ball flying in the air 800 feet after my player gets tackled, or just crazy glitchy animations. It just needs to be a fluent football game. I know it can't be perfect, but the closest to perfect as possible that they can make will definitely make Madden 20's gameplay 10 times more enjoyable than Madden 19. Now, of course, gameplay is the whole forefront of Madden because every game mode requires, obviously, you as the player to go and play the game. So who would want to play a game in any game mode if the gameplay sucks? So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about each individual game mode. I know I don't specialize in franchise, but I used to as a young savage. I would always do franchises, do fantasy drafts with my friends and all of that stuff, trying to, you know, build the best team, build the next dynasty. And over the years, franchise has kind of got overlooked. I feel like this year, though, with the addition of the Pro Bowl and all of that stuff, if we can actually see the Pro Bowl voting in the franchise game mode, that would give a more real feel. I know, like I said, I do not specialize on the franchise game mode, but I will say if it is improved, and I know there has been some information on it, there's kind of been mixed emotions in the entire Madden community, but if it is improved, I will definitely dabble into more of that. And of course, I will listen to more of the more experienced franchise players over the recent years as to what they could have done better or what is actually better, so that I can of course gauge my own better, more concise opinion on the game mode. Now, if you look at the QB1 mode, I really like that. I've been doing a lot of videos on that, really breaking it down, really talking about the mode itself, and I really do think that that is going to be a great game mode. I feel like that game mode can draw in a brand new crowd to Madden, or even revive an old crowd that might have not played Madden anymore in the recent years due to them removing the Superstar game mode. The QB1 game mode is a mirroring of the old Superstar game modes from the older Maddens, and I just feel like that is something that a lot of people could play just for the pure nostalgia factor. I am 100% going to play that game mode, and I am going to upload it on my channel because I just feel like that game mode has potential if the story is as good as it seems so far. I really do like how not everybody is going to have the same story, and with that being said alone, that's a huge selling point for me. And I feel like since that's a new mode, essentially replacing long shot, they already got the W in my eyes with that game mode, removing long shot, throwing QB1 in. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about the mode that they make the money in, the Ultimate Team game mode. Now, a lot of you guys know this is my specialty. This is what I specialize in. This is what I've been specializing in on YouTube for the past couple of years. Now, recently, I feel like the Ultimate Team game mode has been extremely saturated on YouTube, as well as the content in the Ultimate Team game mode over the past few years have been very similar. All of the promos seem to rinse and repeat themselves, and it kind of just makes the mode not fun because we aren't seeing the older promos from the older Ultimate Team modes that everybody loved. This time in previous Maddens, we would be hunting for positional heroes, final editions, silver tickets, golden tickets, and we're just not seeing them this year, and I don't know why. We're even missing some other fans' favorites like the Campus Heroes promo. For me, I loved when MUT was much simpler. Now we got training, we got all these alternate currencies. I'm not saying to take them out of the game, but I'm saying maybe tweak them for Madden 20 and bring back the older promos that have really been in Madden Ultimate Team for years, but now recently they're kind of chalking them out of the game. I also would like in the Ultimate Team mode for players' stats to matter and not every player to have the same animation. For example, Tyreek Hill should not be able to aggressive catch the exact same way Randy Moss can. There's just no correlation between those two players, as one is 5'10", the other one is 6'4". It just makes no sense. That's been something that we've been asking for years, so maybe in Madden 20, if they finally give that to us, we might actually see a not too bad Madden. But in order for all of that to work, for stats to matter, that means the gameplay would have to be tweaked tremendously so that not all different players get the same animations. So that would probably require a lot of coding so that certain players with certain builds get different animations than other players with different builds, which means EA would probably have to put a lot of time in that. Crossing my fingers that EA puts a lot of time in that. Those Those are just a few of the things that, you know, kind of scratch the surface as to whether or not I believe that Madden 20 will be better than Madden 19. I just feel like overall, if the gameplay improves, the game itself will be more enjoyable to more players. Ironically enough, I know it's a long shot, but hopefully EA gets their stuff together and we can finally get an enjoyable Madden. I want you guys to go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section, what are you looking forward to most in Madden 20? For me, I am looking forward to branching out into other game modes on Madden rather than just limiting myself in the Ultimate Team game mode. Hope that you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Smack a like on the button. And as always, guys, talk to you later.